welcome back to my channel. I have about a half an hour before Jim comes home, and I thought I would just jump on here and vlog the end of the day because it was a pretty good day. If you joined us this morning for the Sunday morning live stream, I'm so grateful you were able to make it. I am going to try to have it start somewhere between the 10 a.m. and 12 noon area here in the Central Time Zone, which is not obviously, but if you don't know, that's 11 to 1 on the East Coast, and like 8 to 1, sure, because I just made that up, 8 to 10 on the West Coast. I know that's very early for some people, so I apologize if it is, but I wanted to be able to try to reach everybody whenever I can. And I know, like I said, it's early for some people, but I'm not ever going to live stream as early as when I post in the morning. I post at 8:01 Central Time. Every morning I put my videos to go live then. So it's just Sunday, and I don't think Jim is awake enough on a Sunday morning for any of that. So I slept after the live stream. Jim made me oatmeal, and I watched some movies with Lisa, and I started to not feel well. Jim did put protein in my oatmeal like he normally does, but today it made me a little extra sleepy. It's very cold, and like I said, we're having a little trouble with the I guess the furnace is what you would call it. You know, my father just used to call it the boiler, but I think that when we have gas heat, you actually have a water that boils into pipes into heat in your house, and it's different when it's here. I think it's just a furnace. So we're having this, like I said, it's just because it's Sunday. Of course, it's the weekend, you know, getting somebody out here on an emergency purposes, but we're managing. We put the oven on to bake some stuff, and then we put some stuff on the stove just to heat the house with the fireplace. It was okay. It was chilly. I had my sweater on most of the day. And then I got this amazingly incredible urge to clean. So I went out there and I started some food. I put just some frozen, the what they call the flash frozen, or the QF, what is it, quick frozen? QFC? I wanted to say QFC. But it's the individual, IQF, the individual quick frozen pieces of chicken that I used to get. I put chicken breasts and tenders. I just had a couple of tenders left. I had a couple of boneless, skinless breasts. Threw them in a pot with a quart of organic chicken stock and 2 packs of no sodium Herbox chicken flavored, which is kind of like a no sodium bouillon. So it's all that flavor that you get from making a long all day soup in a package with no added sodium, so you can control the sodium. And I just poached the chicken. Of course, I forgot to turn it on for the first 20 minutes. But it's okay. I went out there and I started prepping, and then I got everything together. And then I kept taking trips inside, and while I went and checked on my chicken, I decided to clean off the kitchen counter and sink, and there was dishes piled up from yesterday and breakfast and today, and it was just a whole mess. And you guys remember from back in the day, I don't like that whole mess. I used to continuously talk about the fact that I always had to clean the sink out before I started to cook. And obviously that was not the case today because my body didn't want to do it in that order. But I was able to go out to the refrigerator, then I was able to go to the pantry. I got some food to cook in the oven. And then I got the stuff to put on the stove, and I poached the chicken. Then I took most of the broth out. Not most of the broth that was left. I shouldn't say that. Some of the broth that was left, and I made it with like the gluten-free ramen. I basically made that packet of soup with the existing broth that was in there. It's really good. And then I just set it in a bowl. I carried it. I said, I'm just trying to figure out how I'm going to get this bowl out to the living room to sit and eat. or even to the kitchen table for that matter. So what I decided to do is I put it in a lock and lock, and I covered it, and I let the rice noodles cook inside the hot broth on the steamy cover. And I let it sit for about, I don't know, 10 minutes. And it softened up, and I stirred it, and then I closed it, and I let it sit for about 10 more minutes. And by then it was cool enough for me to eat. The noodles were soft enough and cooked enough, which was great. But I was so happy. There was so much dishes that I actually loaded the dishwasher. It's almost completely full. Now, it's not full the way I would normally do it back in the day, but I am not the only person here who I have to consider. So I loaded it to the point of, if someone else goes to unload it, it's not overwhelmingly a large amount of dishes. But you know, for fuel efficiency and economy reasons and to save energy, I'm always trying to not run a full load of dishes. I mean, I half full load of dishes. I always try to run a full load of dishes. Excuse me. And I wanted to surprise Jim. I just wanted to have everything nice and cleaned off and set for him. It's not, unfortunately, I did run out of gas before I cleaned the chicken tenders that we cooked in the oven, as well as the pot for the soup. But everything, I think, made it into the dishwasher, which is great. I had a little help at the end there. And I still feel really good. So I was encouraged not to push myself so that I wouldn't be wrecked tomorrow. Though I don't really have anything on the agenda for tomorrow other than crafting, if anything. So I was like, well, I have this energy and I have this desire and I have this, mobility right now. And I was like, let me just do it. Plus, when you're cold, do things and it makes you warmer. So then, of course, I started to sweat and I took my hoodie off. That's how warm I got. Yeah. And then I was going to hang out there till Jim came home so I could see his surprised face. But I decided just to come in here because I forgot I didn't vlog. I didn't talk to you guys yet. We got a new flavor in the circle today, one I never tried before. This is watermelon strawberry. It is just a Fit Sips, which means it's got, is it electrolytes? I think. I think it's a Life Sip. I don't know, but it's good. It's very good. To me, it tastes like strawberry with a hint of watermelon. If you're a person who likes strawberry and less watermelon, that's what it reminds me of. And I am currently drinking this on a 4, I think, because it's so super sweet. Yeah, that's on a 4. Let's see if I pop it down to a 3. Pop it down to 3 and I'll see. So a 3 tastes like flavored water. A 4 tastes like juice, like Kool-Aid or Crystal Light or Hawaiian Punch or something, Yeah, a 4 tastes like juice. So, but again, with 0 added calories. I got a funny story. So, this is a magnetic pop socket that goes onto my phone case. I have a special phone case called MagSafe that works with a special charger. And this is a removable pop socket. I take it off to put it on the phone clip here. And I had lost it 2 weeks ago, and we tore apart the van, and we looked here, looked my pocketbook, I couldn't find it anywhere. And I fall asleep, and my phone falls on the floor because it doesn't hold on to my fingers. And yesterday, I went to go put on my friend's hoodie for the first time in a while, and I took it, and you know how you throw it down so that you can get on the inside, and I threw it down, and psh, there goes the pop socket. I know exactly the first time I wore that hoodie was, I was still wearing my brace. I was still in my brace. And we had gone to Dunkin' Donuts. And it was actually one of the last times, well, it was the last time I was at Dunkin' Donuts with my brace on. It was at the last time I was at the doctor, the ENT, with my brace on. And I just thought that was pretty wild. And I had my hoodie on over my brace for like 10 minutes while I got out to the car, and then it was instantaneously too warm when you sit in a warm car, you know. So that's it. So that's what happened. I took it. I guess I had it when I was in the doctor's office, and I put it in the pouch, and I just took it off and brought it in and hung it back up again because I'd only worn it for 10 minutes. So of course I wasn't going to wash it. But now it has to go in the wash because yesterday I wore it. I wore it. It got food on it. I cooked. I cooked because I got food on it because I cooked. I cooked biscuits and gravy and eggs at the table with bacon from Mom. And I just feel so good. It's 2 days in a row. I did nap today, so I don't know if that gave me that burst of energy towards the end here. But I have to tell you that I am feeling pretty dang good. Tomorrow might be a whole nother story. But I know I tried to say, like, I'm noticing that it doesn't work, like, conserve your energy as much. Now, I may hurt tomorrow. I'm not going to say that's not a thing. But I'm hurting today anyway because it's cold in here. So, but hopefully tomorrow we'll be able to hear from somebody who can come out and take a look at what's going on with the system. And good news is that it's not going to be as freezing. It's going to be the coldest tonight. They've got a frost warning, a freeze warning tonight. So tonight's like kind of like let your faucet drip, kind of a situation. Tonight's that kind of night, so that you don't freeze your pipes up and stuff like that. But yeah, I'm just feeling really good. I'm waiting for Jim to come home, and I want to surprise him with how I did, and hopefully he's as happy as I feel. Of course, things in the kitchen have changed since the last time I ruled the kitchen. That doesn't even make sense. But that's okay. I was able to get done what I needed to get done, and I was able to clean her off, wipe off, and I wanted to do so much more, but my body was like, no, I think you're done. I think that's good for now. So I did ask for a little help, which is good. It was good that I could ask for help. And it was good that there was some help here for me. I know that this was not a very long vlog. It's only been about 12, 13 minutes. But I really feel like I'm still kind of like, I don't want to say high because I'm not high, but I mean, I'm still happy. Like, I want to go over there and pick my clothes up that didn't make it into the laundry basket. And I want to come over here and if I want to finish cleaning, you know what I'm saying? We have to do meds. Poop. I could have done meds. I forgot about that. I did ask Jim before he went to work to hook me up, but then I ended up falling asleep. So I don't blame him or anything. I just realized that just now, so. But listen, I love you. Let me see how long we've been talking. Oh yeah, that's good. I love you guys. If nobody's told you today that you're loved, you can always come by and hear how much I love you, because I love you all very much. And I wanted to just say a special shout out to Suzanne Marie and to Karen and to Margaret Rose, to Syria and Celia, and to Jan. Of course, there's Deb, and there's Kathy, and so many of you who come and see me every day. You see me in the comments, you talk to me, you know, Marianne, Destiny, Rebecca. I feel like the list could just go on. Stacy from Stacy's Rainbow Nursery. Of course, my sister Alicia, who never misses a video. She may be a little bit behind, she said, but she never misses a video. I just thank you so much for making me part of your day. I really wish I could extend to you exactly what it means to me. But I feel so blessed and so touched and so loved. And then, of course, the most special shout out to Sylvia, who encourages me every day to come and encourage you every day. And I hope that you're feeling the love through me, through her, from me for you. None of that makes sense. I hope you understand what I mean. Okay. And I'm sorry if I have pepper in my teeth because I realized I didn't check before I got on camera. But as always, you guys take care. God bless. And we'll see you next time. Bye.